Hey everybody, today I'm showing you every Chessnut board that you can buy. Now the Chessnut Move, which is a robotic chessboard, is coming. You can check the description for the link where you can get it. Now, I don't have that yet, but I want to show everything that's been released so far, including the Chessnut Go, which is a portable version that allows you to actually record games that are offline when you're playing over the board, and then you can access them later. This is the Chessnut Air, which is the first board these guys released, and it lets you play on chess.com. It works with DGT Pi, works with Arena Chess, Chessbase. Chessnut Air Plus is wooden. It has hidden LED boards, same size. The Chessnut Pro, as you can see from the size, it's a tournament size. I've compared this on the channel. It's like a DGT board. It's a different platform, obviously. It has hidden LEDs just like the Chessnut Air Plus, it's just a lot bigger. And this is the Chessnut EVO, which is an Android-based chess computer with Lila, Maya, and a Stockfish. It also has a 12.3 Android tablet already built in. Let's see what's inside. This is the Chessnut Go. It has quickly become one of my favorites because it's very compact and play on it and doesn't take a lot of space. You can take it outside, has battery, it's super thin, can record the moves on the board when you're not connected. It has Bluetooth just like the other ones. It's just a different design. The pieces are also different. These are smart pieces. It's just they're not wooden, but if they fit the board pretty well, and when you move it, you see that it actually sticks, so I can play without having to worry about dropping. As far as the size, the whole thing is very compact, very lightweight too. This is the Chessnut Air. This is the original board that they released, and it's actually a very good value. It has all the features that you would need. It does have these little dots here that the other versions don't have, but everything else is pretty much similar, so you can use this board and take advantage of all the features. It's the size. It's not as small as that one, but it's still pretty small. It's not that heavy though. It's actually the right balance if you're looking for a board that maybe is not too small but at the same time has all the features. This is useful. Now this, that, and all the other ones except the Chessnut EVO require you to connect to a computer such as a DGT Pi or your computer or a tablet, a smartphone. You get this USB-C cable. You have these pieces that are pretty decent. Now they're not magnetic like the other one, so that's one thing that the other one has. If I put this here, it's going to drop, but the other one doesn't. This is the Chessnut Air Plus, very similar in size to the Chessnut Air, just a different design. The pieces seem a little bit more quality. They're all smart, and I've tried these actually. If you look at my past videos, I've tried these pieces on the other boards and they work for the most part. The only difference between this and the Chessnut Air is that you don't have those dots, and also the design is a little bit more elegant, I would say, but you get the same USB-C port. These lights show you the connection. This is the Chessnut EVO. Has these pieces, again a little bit different, so each of these sets has a different kind of design. So if you get all of them, for example, you get 5 cool different sets that most of them work on each other. But it's an Android tablet, 12.3 inches. You get this USB-C port on the side. This turns it on. You get your apps. You can play career mode on this. This is sort of like a Chessnut Air on the side here. As far as the size, it's not really huge considering all the features that you get. You can fit this in a bag if you want. This is about 20.5 inches, something like that. It is a little bit heavier because it has a battery and all that. This is the back. The Chessnut Pro is just too big. The pieces are amazing. They're compatible to the DGT board. The size is very similar to that. It looks like a giant Chessnut Air Plus. There's the size on this. I've compared this to the DGT board. You may want to check that video if you're interested in that. Very close in size, I think almost identical. And these pieces are just very well made. Now there are additional sets that you can buy on Chessnut's website. but this is the default one. These are very well made and they are smart, so when I put this on the board, it knows that's the knight. Not the same with older boards, but this is smart and it applies to all of these actually. This is everything that you get: the EVO, Go, Pro, Air Plus, and Air. Now the Chessnut Move is coming soon, so I'm hoping that maybe I can get that to review. It's pretty unique because it can apparently move multiple pieces at the same time when setting up the board, which is something other boards can't do. These are the pieces. You can compare that with that. Now I have tested these pieces. You can actually use these smaller ones on that larger one and those on this. These are the pieces for the Chessnut Go and EVO. So let's just do all 5 of these. This is for the Chessnut Air, Air Plus, Pro, EVO, and Go. All these boards have this button here that turns them on. Then this light turns blue when you get connection to your smartphone or tablet. You have 2 apps for this. This is the old app, and very similar. It can automatically find the board when you tap on that. Let's just play there. And when I make the move here, okay, this is a very low level. It's not the max level. You don't have to worry about that when you go to the max level. Now, the old app, if you go and see it, as far as the bot play, you have chess 960 and these levels. New app is much more polished. When I go to the bot match, you see I get the same standard interface that you get with the Chessnut EVO. You get Stockfish, Maya, Lila Chess 0. First I have to connect, so I connect the board by pressing that. Now it's connected. Now if I go to board editor, you see it's actually showing me what I have set up here. So this is the position, and now I can just follow whatever move it wants to make. But you get a much more polished version of it here with the new app. You can choose your engine, the level. You have the career mode, just like the Chessnut EVO. And for Lila Chess, for example, you can choose the depth you want, the amount of time, the engine weight. This is the Chessnut EVO. You're going to see that it actually has a very similar interface to the new app. Before it was different and you get different experience, but the new app is very polished. And look at this, it has a career mode. You do have the apps which are for Android. I can go to the bot match and you have a Stockfish, Lila, and Maya. Again, you can choose different depths for these engines, and the new app actually has a similar kind of feature. So it's not exactly the same, but in comparison to the old app, you get a whole lot of more flexibility. It's very simple.
G1, F3.
One thing you notice is that this actually has voice.
D2, D4.
I'm just making moves to show you guys there's no open theory here, just pushing.
F3, H4.
Here you can do analysis. There we go. It has that bar there that shows you how you're doing. When I do videos with this and against other computers, this bar there actually is helpful because people see it and realize how bad or good the position is. I don't have to do more editing. This is the most lightweight one. I like it a lot for travel and taking it to my backyard and doing some games there. It's very thin. I'm very impressed with the quality of this. But as these two are very similar, I personally don't mind the dots there. Some people do. The big one is for serious people, for schools maybe, or if you just have room on your desk for a huge board so you can see the pieces better. This is pretty awesome. I like the fact that all these 4 work with ChessSpace, DGT boards, all these different platforms. Now I'm just gonna play a game between the Chessnut EVO and one of these other boards using a computer. Let's see how it turns out. I don't think it's necessary to actually test all these 5. They have a very similar interface. For example, if I push this, it comes on. It's going to flash a little bit. I go here to the app. I say I want to connect. It connects. I remove these 2. Once all your pieces are lined up, it is going to make a move. And I can make a move like that. I'm not playing any good opening. I'm just pushing the pieces. I always get these comments why my openings are bad. I'm not trying to actually play bad or good opening. The LED is not easily seeable unless you make a move. This is the same. I just turn this on like that. I hold until it starts flashing, and once that happens, I can go here and connect. It's a very quick process. I actually don't want to continue this old game that I was doing. Let's say Stockfish. This is the max level. And get help. Tells me to go back, which shows how bad my position is. So when I go back, it goes there. One neat thing about all these boards is that you can use them with your Android device or your iPhone device and a white pawn app, for example. I'm gonna tap, it's gonna connect. Once it connects, I go to, let's say, Stockfish, level 20, start a game. You get voice with this app, which is convenient. It's sort of like the Chessnut EVO. And you can do this with all these other boards as well. That has its own Android tablet, so it's different. But this is another feature that a lot of people love. What I like about the Chessnut EVO is the fact that you can play without having a laptop or a smartphone or a tablet. Whereas with this one, you have to press this button here, turn it on. And once it's turned on, it's gonna look for the app. You repeat the same process for all of these boards. So here, I can just say connect and it's going to automatically connect. It shows what it is. It's Chessnut Pro. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play Magnus Bot on this board, and this one will be a Stockfish. Let's see how it turns out.
D7, D5, E7, E6, G8, F6, E6, D5,
It's a classic position.
C7, C6, C8, F5,
You can see this has in an analysis mode, so it shows you with this bar what the position is, whether it's good or bad. So you see the position, you can see the evaluation of your moves. You see from this bar, white is better. Okay, this is almost finished. Now I could have given a stockfish a little bit more time. This Magnus butt is actually pretty strong. Next one should be checkmate. There we go. Let's try the checkmate here. Now, as you can see, I gave it 5 seconds per move for a stockfish. You could have gone all the way to 60 seconds per move. It was an interesting experiment. For more information, please go to gadgetify.com, also youtube.com/gadgetify. Don't forget to check the description for more information. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching.